Hello, Leeds United fans. It is Connor here. We are back with your daily update. It is the Rumour Mill. How are you all doing today? Listen, it's all right being a Leeds fan at the minute, isn't it? It's very, very nice. I'm a very happy boy with what's going on. Leeds United, top of the form table, and we are pushing the boys at the top all the way. I keep saying this. We've got to keep an eye on the Saints, who are really going marching in at the minute in fourth position and are going strong. Seem to have really hit their groove under Russell Martin, which at one point was, none of us could believe it. It's like no chance, absolutely no chance. He's flunked it essentially. But yeah, I wanted to talk about a few things today. I hope you caught the video yesterday. I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, we're trying to produce as much videos on the channel as we can. We'll be updating the Patreon today, hopefully. If you guys want like feature podcasts, we're going to be doing the debrief tonight as well, which is always good. I know you guys love it. Brownie is, believe it or not, he is in Disneyland, so go give your best wishes to him. So he's not going to be available for the show this evening, but we're going to be getting Brownie on the debrief a lot more regularly. And we're going to try and get him on a few Patreon bits as well. So there you go. As I say, everyone, before we start the video, please make sure you're liking, commenting, subscribing. We're back in the car, and we're here to talk about all things Leeds United. So let's go, shall we? Kind of stop waffling. So the blueprint for Gorman, Finley Gorman was there. Archie Gray, the blueprint was there. Now, it's such a shame that it didn't happen with Finley. They reckon he's absolutely top, a really, really top player. But I wanted to focus on Harry Gray and I wanted to focus on Charlie Crew, who are the next product line at Leeds United, the next Archie Grays. And they're talking, especially Charlie, as the next big thing. Absolutely flying at this moment in time. So what is the development process at Leeds United? Because I saw a lot of negativity last night when it came to Leeds having to do more. Leeds can only do so much, and you know, working quite closely with Man City, what they offer is you struggle to compete with it. And the fact that they're the treble winners anyway, it's an attractive proposition for a 15-year-old kid. I would have liked Finley to stay just on the basis that, you know, obviously I knew he hadn't signed a pro contract yet, but the pathway at Leeds United for 50, 60 years has always been there. We're a working class club, and a lot of our foundations are built on the youth products. Now, Man City are a very different proposition at the minute. Will he ever get given an opportunity? Is he going to go into the background like so many players that go to Man City? Listen, Man City have obviously got, you know, the likes of Phil Foden, Rico Lewis, who they would have sold to Finley Gorman. But, you know, I think it's going to be tough, dependent on Finley's quality, to be able to compete with the best of the best at Manchester City. You know, we saw one of our own products go to Man City very, very recently, and he's really struggled, as in Calvin Phillips, and he will always struggle there because he's just simply not good enough. But the whole point here is, how can Leeds keep hold of Charlie Crew? How can Leeds keep hold of Harry Gray and lay the pathway there? And can they learn lessons from this? You know, because it looks like Leeds have tried their absolute hardest with this, but what do we need to do to be able to offer a package that is you know, where we can compete with Manchester City? But I don't think Leeds have done a lot wrong here. Leeds can't, in my opinion, and this is why I really struggle with a lot of negativity around it. I don't think Leeds could have done a lot more. You know, you're competing with the best team in world football for a youngster, and he's 15 years of age. He's going to see that prospect of being part of that treble winning setup, the glitz and glamour of Man City. But I just thought it'd have been nice for him to stay and would have maybe had that trio product line of Harry, Charlie and Finley. But it is what it is. Leeds are going to have more players like that, and I'd have just been interested to see if there's, you know, I don't know, maybe a buyback clause in there or another clause, a loan clause, whatever that could be. Could Leeds be the first choice as a clause when they're selling him? I know City do that with a lot of their products. So interesting conversation. Now, Joe Rodon. Some of the best football I've seen has come from that boy this year. What a fantastic acquisition he's been. A superb defender, and really good thing has come out of Leeds this morning. The YEP were reporting, I think it was last night or it might have been this morning, that he's in awe of Daniel Farke. He is loving life at Leeds. Now, we heard this before. Our hearts have been broken by a lone player before. But Rodon seems to just be loving it at Leeds United. Loving it at Leeds United. And I never really remember hearing Ben White speak about Bielsa as much. We know with Ben that he focuses on his football. He doesn't actually enjoy football that much. He just sees it as a job, whereas Joe Rodon evidently loves it. And it's amazing to see a player who's thriving at the minute. I know he struggled at Rennes last year. Obviously, Jed Spencer struggled out there as well. And I'm really enjoying watching him at Leeds. And he was saying this morning to the YEP that he's in awe of Daniel Farke. He's loving his football. His style of football is perfect for RODON. And you look at it and you think to yourself, okay, this is working. This really is working. And it looks, when you're looking at the figure potential that Leeds are able to stump up for someone like Joe Rodon, it's going to be there. You know, it really is going to be there. The 49ers have got to be really ambitious here. They've got to be, you know, they've got to turn around and say, this is our number one target. Number one target. In fact, in my opinion, he's going to want to be at Leeds. He's immersed himself with the culture. His brother's tweeting about Leeds all the time. And yeah, it seems to be a really good spot that he's in. A really, really good spot that he's in with Leeds United. So, yeah, him saying that he's in awe of Daniel Farke and his methods and all that sort of good stuff is it's really, really nice to hear. And who knows, is this going to be a point of which we're going to see, you know, Joe get to those dizzy heights at Leeds United? It'd be lovely to see, wouldn't it? Now, another bit of news today, everybody, is Liam Cooper has said that he is pretty much the secret agent for Archie Gray at the Scottish national team. He wants him to play for Scotland. He doesn't want him to play for England. Bit of rivalry there. It's nice to see, obviously healthy competition. But my point goes a little bit further than that. Could Liam Cooper be almost a father figure to Archie Gray in everything that we've heard over these last couple of days? You know, there's been more news from the Liverpool side, from Matt Hughes, that they are going to be targeting Archie Gray in the next 2 transfer windows. Can Liam Cooper almost be an advisory in that? Can he almost be a father figure and be in his ear all the time? I think that's absolutely key. Once again, it's the glitz and glamour of Liverpool we're speaking about. Obviously, just a little bit earlier on of Man City, Liverpool do have a massive pull as well. You know, we've seen, obviously, like Leeds United products go there in the past. You know, obviously James Milner being one of them. And I just think it's going to be absolutely key that Leeds are on the money. But can Leeds ever reject money of 40, 45 million? I don't know if they can. But it'd be great to see someone like Liam just in and around, being that father figure, being the Eddie Gray in the changing rooms for someone like, you know, for someone like Archie, because, you know, he'll be looking at this Finley Gorman thing and thinking to himself, okay, that could be me. That could be me. But the Leeds have got so much positivity right now in the ranks with Charlie, with Harry, with Archie, and more. There'll be more to come. That, you know, it'd be great to see us at least keep a hold of some of these academy products and see them flourish in the Leeds shirt before potentially moving on to pastures new. But yeah, and we'll have to wait and see on that one. But it's the romanticism of football, isn't it? But my next point, everyone, is January. Now, Leeds went in for Elias Chair in January, £6 million. I do know for a fact from a very, very decent source that happened. Leeds went in for him, 6 to 8 million. Might be false, but that's what I was told. 6 to 8 million Leeds went in for him. Leicester also went in for him, but they had to shift people from their squad, so they couldn't do it. And obviously Leeds weren't able to get that deal done, but there was obviously interest there from Leeds United. It's a very Pablo-esque replacement. Elias Chair should be playing at a level above. He is a Premier League player, in my opinion, and it's going to be fascinating to see whether or not Leeds United go in for that again, because he was a target. Was it a panic buy? Potentially. Obviously, the saga with Sinistera happened as well. So, you know, you have to take that into consideration, and Leeds were maybe in like panic streets, really, when it came to getting a new signing, a good offensive player as well. But we've almost got that cohesiveness now of Rutter, Somerville, Nonto if you want to throw him in, but James and Perot, you know, and it's, do Leeds need any more attacking players? Well, I'd always say an attacking player is a good addition to any side, you know. An attacking player, of course it is, because it's going to get you more goals. Daniel Farke said at the start of the season, Leeds need 75 goals to get promoted. I don't think he's wrong. So can Leeds United go on and get an Elias Chair, which will be a statement in the Championship? It will be a massive statement. I remember us doing it with Helder Costa ages ago, and it was a bit of a statement. It's one of those where people turn around and go, ooh. I remember when we brought Eddie Nketiah in the Championship, it was like, oh, okay. You know, but in my lifetime, Leeds haven't really made statements in the Championship. I'd love us to do that, and I think we're capable of doing that with someone like Elias Chair. I think he'd fit in seamlessly. I think his technicalities remind me a lot of Saeed Benrahma, and I think within this setup, he'd be a very, very strong addition. So buying someone like him, getting someone like him in the January window, when one of your competitors is also in for him, that's massive. You know, that is massive, and it's a real power play. You know, we saw power play with Newcastle taking Chris Wood off Burnley, which not relegated Burnley, but it dampened their attacking options, didn't it? So yeah, going to be fascinating to see whether or not Leeds do that. I'd love us to go in for Elias Chair. If you want to see some bonus January stuff on the Patreon, I've done my targets for January, some realistic targets where I think Leeds can make some real, you know, real decent additions here. Sorry, we've got a foghorn over there, I think. Foghorn truck driver. But yeah, yes, we'll wait and see everybody. So on all the news this morning, please let me know what you think in the comment section below. We're going to be back with the debrief tonight. Loving doing this every single day. Loving making more regular content. It's really positive Leeds-wise. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastically well this morning. And I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Cheers.